Good job, Eric Spoelstra. I mean, I knew Miami was a dirty basketball team, but that was a terrible job of hiding that you paid off the refs. I mean, there were multiple times where Sabonis was in the paint going for a rebound and he got hit at the end of regulation before the buzzer went off. Jimmy Butler is coming down. It's unintentional, but he still hits Sabonis in the head. They don't call anything. I mean, I think we were in the bonus, so they call that foul. We get free throws. We win the game because there was like 0.3 seconds left when he hit Sabonis in the head. How is that not called? And there were multiple times where Sabonis was under the basket. It was after the rebound, and someone took his legs out from under him or hit him in the head, and they just didn't call anything. What is that? Like, if you don't call that, you should not be allowed to ref an NBA game. Sabonis gets hit. He falls down. They don't call anything. Same thing happens to Jimmy Butler on the other end of the court. Foul. And that gives him the free throws that he could have won the game with. You know, he made one to tie it and then missed the other one. Yeah, those free throws. They did the same thing to Sabonis on the other end, and they didn't call anything. What is that? Somebody needs to tell the refs that you can call fouls for Sabonis. You know, you can call a foul when he gets freaking knocked around. Oh, he's not just getting knocked around. I shouldn't say knocked. He's getting full on hit. He's getting elbows. He's getting hands to the face. He's just getting hit. It's not a basketball move that he's getting hit with, and they just don't call anything. And they forget to mop up the. I'm not saying that like they did that intentionally. I'm not trying to make some conspiracy out of that, but they don't mop up the floor, and then T.J. McConnell slips. We could have scored off of that possession. I'm just bringing it up. I'm not trying to make like a conspiracy or anything about that. You know, I can bring up some pretty crazy things, but I'm not gonna go that far. That's kind of where I cross the line. Unless it happens like 5-10 times in a game, I'm not gonna go that far yet. But what the heck? I mean, Bam Adebayo. Sabonis owns you. He's your father now. I mean, Sabonis, he gets out there, he's set. At first, actually, on that where he tried to draw the charging foul, at first I didn't think he was set. I was like, yeah, he got outside of the restricted zone, but I don't know if he was set. And after they came to commercial and they showed the play, he was definitely set. Like, he was there, he was set. He wasn't moving, he was set. He was outside of the restricted area, like he was set. That's a charge. And then after they call that, Bam just opens his mouth as wide as he can. And Bam, when you open up your mouth that wide, there's really only one thing you could be doing, and that's trying to fit in that Saboner from Domantas Sabonis that he just shoved right in your mouth. Because you're soft. You're soft. With all the calls you just got and how he just got knocked around and beat up and nobody called anything for him and he barely complained to the refs, Bam, you are soft. And Jimmy, there were multiple times where I saw him complaining to a ref and we scored because it was 4-on-5 because he's complaining to a ref. I hate when players do that. Maybe, you know, you're running along, it's kind of slow, you talk to the ref, okay, yeah, you kind of look at the ref, yeah, but you don't talk to the ref while it's transition defense. You go and help your team. You don't talk to the ref. No. But Jimmy, you know, I heard, as I like to bring up with Heat fans all the time when they try to say Indiana is racist. Jimmy, I heard you don't like it when white guys guard you. So how do you feel about Doug McDermott and T.J. McConnell absolutely torching you on that lob? I mean, you could have guarded McDermott, and he just flew right by you. McConnell lobs it up, McDermott, boom. I just wonder how he feels about that. I just kind of want to know how he feels about that. I mean, that's just all I want to know on that one. I mean, Justin Holiday. Ice in the veins of Justin Holiday. Back-to-back threes to give us the lead. Heat fans probably thought they had it in the bag after they took that 5-point lead, but no, Justin Holiday. Just ice in the veins. He is built different. Malcolm Brogdon, that three to seal it. Malcolm Brogdon is built different. See, this is a perfect example of how Malcolm Brogdon can have an amazing game without playing hero ball and without trying to make the game-winning shots. He got like 9-10 assists, and he had like 20 points. I haven't really checked the stats that much. They just kind of showed it on the screen as I'm kind of going off of that, kind of guesstimating. But he had a very good game, and he didn't try to force much. He didn't play hero ball, and we got the win. That's how he should play. My camera is doing that because there's a train. So if it could stop. Train. Can you stop? Okay, I gotta get my energy back now. Who else? Went over McConnell, went over McDermott, built different, Justin Holiday, Malcolm Brogdon, Miles Turner. Dude had like 6 or 7 blocks. Tyler Herro. How many times do you have to get blocked for you to realize you can't do that? First, Miles blocks you from behind on a fast break. Then Edmund Sumner blocks you from behind on the fast break. And when you try to shoot it again on Miles, he blocks you again. He was struggling to shoot it over TJ McConnell, who is 6'1". I mean, I know TJ is a really good defender, but holy crap. That is atrocious. Duncan Robinson, I know you were probably thinking you were hot stuff after you hit that 3 to give you guys a 5-point lead. You still did not shoot very good this game. Freaking, we almost let Shane from Jimmy Neutron, or Sheen from Jimmy Neutron, hit the game winner. I'm glad we didn't. But we also almost let a guy with asparagus growing out of his head beat us. I'm glad we didn't, because Jimmy is still a dirty player. Still complains to the refs. Yeah. Still gets calls, as per usual. Don't know why I'm surprised. What else here? Goga actually played pretty good. I know Bam dunked on him, but Goga still played decent. Edmund Sumner, freaking beast. That guy's good. I'm glad we drafted him in the second round. I can't believe he's fell to us at the second round with how this dude's been playing. I mean, Jeremy Lamb, he played decent. Jeremy Lamb played decent. I woke up, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wear the Jeremy Lamb jersey. Haven't worn it in a while. I could have worn the LeVert or the Sabonis or the Turner or the Miller. Reggie Miller. I have a lot of jerseys if you guys don't know. And those aren't all of them. The ones I just listed aren't all of them. But you know what? Gotta wear the Hickory. Because in this, we're like Hickory going up against the big school. And we just ended you. You tried to pay off the refs. You tried to play dirty. We still beat you. This was like those Knicks-Pacers game in the 90s. You know? There were hits, and they weren't always called. But it's not that the hits aren't called, because, you know, I'm fine with aggressive basketball where you get hit and it's not always called. But it bothers me when someone gets hit, you don't call it, but then the same exact thing happens to a different player, and then you call it. That's what bothers me. I'm fine with aggressive and tough basketball. But that's the thing that bothers me. It's the blatant bias. That's what bothers me on that. But, yeah. I mean, LeVert had a tough one. He did, but he still got into it in the fourth. He did miss that shot to try and win us the game. But it's like his third, fourth game back. Something like that. He's still playing pretty good. No, I'm not gonna say he's playing decent. You know, he's gotten primary ball handlers like Domas and Brogdon out there who have been with the team longer and are gonna get the ball more. But you know, just give him a second, he'll get back in the rotation and we'll be good. But he still got like 12, 13 points. He still played pretty good, and he kept us in that fourth, because he hit that three and got that and one. He hit a three and got an and one. And it kept us in the game. It kept us in the game. And Miles, gonna go back to Miles. Not only did he play great defensively, but he played decent on offense. He hit 3 or 4 threes, and that really helped us. He got inside in the post a bit. He had a pretty good game tonight. I mean, today. It's not night. It's day. Gotta get that straight. I'm used to them being at the nighttime. But another thing, I have noticed that when the Heat play a team twice, especially back-to-back, they will lose the first game by a lot, but then the second game, they'll come back and then they'll beat them by like 10. I saw that with the Knicks. I saw that with the Bucks. I saw that with, I think, the Nets. But the Pacers are one of the few teams who in the Heat play a back-to-back game with. I don't mean like back-to-back is in the same day. I mean you play one game and then the next game you play is against the same team. A 2-game series is probably what I should call it. But the Pacers are one of those teams that they were actually able to still win. And to the Heat fans who still don't think Domas means a lot to this team, a lot of the reason we just beat the Heat in both of those games that we just played is because of Domantas Sabonis. He gets boards. He gets buckets. He moves the ball, which gets even more buckets. He's pretty good defensively. He's not the best, but he's more than serviceable. Especially, he can steal the ball. Doesn't always block it. Not the best rim protector. But again, serviceable, especially when you have a guy like Miles Turner, who is usually there to defend the rim. Maybe if Domas was there to defend it more, he could probably get more blocks, but I don't think he could do it as good as Miles. Just like how if Miles was allowed to get more rebounds, he would get a lot, but he wouldn't be as good as Domas. But yeah, he's a big part of this team, and we wouldn't have gotten swept. I'm not going to say we would have won the series, because another reason we lost that series was because of our perimeter defense. The playoff series was because our perimeter defense wasn't very good. And that's another reason we lost, but we would have at least took it to game 5 or 6. We would have put up more of a fight. But another reason, other than Domas being back, is our perimeter defense has gotten a lot better. We were able to stop guys like Kelly Olynyk, Tyler Herro, Sheen from Jimmy Neutron. We were able to stop those guys with our perimeter defense. So, yeah. I'm waiting. The Miami Heat fans are going to come in and be like, oh, you look like, I don't know, something. I probably look like something that they could find. You look like my local crackhead that walks around, which Miami has a lot of local crackheads walking around, so I probably look like one of them. But, yeah. I think that'll do it. Jimmy Butler, you should retire from the game of basketball. And I'll see you guys next time. As always, I'm not funny. And to all the Heat fans at my school, wear your brooms now because we're about to sweep the season series. That's not how you sweep a broom. You sweep more like this. No, that's putting. I guess it'd be a similar motion. You know what I mean. You know the thing. See you guys next time.
Love on each other, as in, like, tell each other they love. I don't know, like, who the person is, so